Bro, how can you be the GOAT? You can't dribble and you can't shoot free throws, bro. Like, I get it. He's great. He's one of my favorites, bro. Honestly, he's literally one of my favorite players. But how can you say you're the best player when you cannot dribble? You cannot shoot free throws. These are like the fundamentals of the game. YouTube family, man. Today we got a good one, man. When Kobe Bryant told LeBron James, "This MF can't score on me." This is the 2013 All-Star Games. Basically, they're reacting to the comments that Michael Jordan made. You know, he was with Ahmad Rashad. I think they were talking about like players that he was just saying his top players in the game today. But let's get right into it.
Injuries all year, and Mike D'Antoni's system caused a lot of tension in the locker room. Still, Kobe's strong numbers were enough to spark conversations. Was he a better player than LeBron James? Mind you, Kobe was 34 at the time, but had probably the highest usage rate in the league. A lot of people were looking for answers, which is when Michael Jordan came in. Just a few days before the All-Star game, he was asked that question and said this.
Kobe or LeBron? That's a tough one. I would say Kevin Durant. In terms of dominance of the game of basketball at this stage, is LeBron. Championship-wise, Kobe Bryant. And if you had to pick, between the two, that'd be a tough choice for me, but 5 beats 1.
Now Jordan had a pretty reasonable response. He acknowledged the greatness of LeBron, but just went with the better winner at the time, Kobe. Ultimately, he made his decision based on who had more rings. LeBron didn't agree with that reasoning and had this to say.
Have you heard about Jordan's comments?
Yeah, I heard. My take on it, I don't really have a take on it. He said he would take Kobe over me because 5 rings is better than 1, and last time he checked, 5 is better than 1. I don't think, at the end of the day, rings doesn't always define someone's career. If that's the case, then I would sit up here and say I would take Russell over Jordan, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't take Russell over Jordan. Russell has 11 rings, Jordan has 6. Or I'd take Robert Horry over Kobe. I wouldn't do that. So rings does not define someone's career. Sometimes it's a situation that you're in, it's the team that you're in, and it's about timing as well. But I don't play the game and try to define who I am over what guys say or how they feel about me. It doesn't matter to me.
Basically, LeBron thought...
Okay, let me also put this in context as well. Let me add an extra layer. So this is 2013. So this is off of, Kobe's 2-peat. Then you have the Mavs versus Heat finals in 2011, where I would say one of the worst finals by a star of all time in LeBron James. Then you have the next year, 2012, and he gets his first ring against the OKC Thunder. And then now we're on 2013, where you have, the Lakers made a splash getting Dwight Howard and Steve Nash. So they're basically figuring out the system of D'Antoni, going from triangle to D'Antoni. And as you can see, they're 25 and 29 going into the All-Star game. So put it in proper context. Like he said, Kobe had the highest usage rate. This is also the year Kobe tore his Achilles. So, yeah, let's get back into it.
That he was the better player and that rings should not always define a player's ranking. Remember, this was in 2013, and with LeBron going on to win 3 more titles, you could now make a stronger case. Now, Kobe never publicly responded to those comments, but he did take the All-Star game more seriously. In fact, he made it his mission to lock down LeBron. That brings us to the 4th quarter of this game. Although Kobe was already applying pressure on the perimeter, he took it to another level. He started guarding LeBron full court. He was cutting him off, fighting
bro, hang on.
And making...
I'm sorry, man. This isn't all gonna be LeBron hate. I'm just gonna talk to you as a fan. Bro, how can you be the GOAT? You can't dribble and you can't shoot free throws, bro. Like, I get it. He's great. He's one of my favorites, bro. Honestly, he's literally one of my favorite players. But how can you say you're the best player when you cannot dribble? You cannot shoot free throws. These are like the fundamentals of the game. When we're saying the greatest, let it be known what we're talking about. We're saying the greatest career. We're saying the greatest story. We're saying the greatest narrative, because we're not saying the greatest player. There's no way. You can't be a GOAT if you're not great at this fundamental of the game: dribbling, shooting free throws, not threes, because I don't think he's the greatest three-point shooter, but shooting, period. Shooting free throws and dribbling the ball. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't have flaws and be the greatest. Like, what are we talking about? Let's not get away from what we're talking about. Greatest player, let's break down greatest player.
Him as uncomfortable as possible. That leads to the 4th minute mark. After being all over LeBron, not giving him a space of air and forcing a miss, Kobe started trash talking. LeBron thought that he had just gotten fouled, but Kobe wasn't buying any of it. He started pointing and letting the crowd know that this wasn't just a game. Now just 15 seconds later, Kobe picked him off full court again. As you can see, LeBron immediately called for a screen as he crossed half court. Chris Bosh was trying to set one, but Kobe would either block the screen or just go under, rotate with Blake Griffin, and just go back with his man. Remember, this was just an all-star game, but Kobe didn't care. He wanted to make a statement that rings weren't just the defining factor. Kobe actually blocked a LeBron jumper, leading to a Durant transition dunk. Eric Spoelstra, who was the East coach, called a timeout, which is when Kobe started talking to LeBron. He said all that talking before heading to the bench. Of course, he was referring to the interview before the All-Star game, but Kobe wasn't done there. With 40 seconds left, the West team was winning 142-134. The game was basically over, but just look at Kobe, ready to pick up LeBron full court. As the ball was being inbounded, you can see Griffin trying to double team before leaving the matchup to Kobe. Now LeBron was sprinting, trying to get past Kobe and beat him off the dribble. However, Kobe was still all over him, forcing him left the whole time. With barely any space to create, Kobe blocked LeBron once again, this time at the rim. You can even see LeBron getting pissed, knowing Kobe was all over him before the ball was inbounded. Therefore, LeBron demanded for the ball and wanted a clear out. Him versus Kobe one-on-one with nobody helping. LeBron took a couple pound dribbles before doing a spin move to get a better angle. Mind you, Kobe was still over him, so it wasn't easy. Now with LeBron seeing Kobe trying to block everything, he did a pump fake and got Kobe in the air. This resulted in a foul by Kobe as LeBron could not finish the basket. However, as LeBron was shooting free throws, Kobe had more words. He told the TNT crew, yeah, Kobe was that serious, and the West team ended up beating the East team by 5 points. LeBron finished the game with 19 points, but shot 7 for 18 from the field. A good majority of those shots were contested by Kobe, which shows how competitive he really was. Now, Kobe was asked about this matchup after the game, and even mentioned some of the trash talk.
Well, I mean, just taking a challenge, defending a little bit. You know, when the game gets close, you know, it's just it's fun. I enjoy it. You know, I'm a nice guy.
You can't score on me? That's what they said on TV.
You know, I'm an 80s baby. You know what I mean? That's what we do.
Man, this was definitely one of the last few competitive All-Star games that we've had. Kobe definitely took LeBron's comments seriously and showed that even at 34 years of age, you should always give your all for the fans. Hopefully we can see more competitive All-Star games coming up. In fact, there are rumors about a potential Team World versus Team USA matchup in the future. That will definitely be exciting to watch, so let's see what happens. And that pretty much concludes the video.
Okay, y'all, man. So, yeah, man, this is what I miss, man. Just competition, you know. When it gets down to it, one guy is running to the competition and the other guy's sweating away from it. And kind of that's just like my overall, like, issue with, like, this whole debate and the thing we had back and forth. And, you know what I'm saying, in our culture, like, we got to put people against each other or whatever it might be. But it's just like, how can you take people off a list? How can you put people in front of people? When time after time, there's a bigger story to be told other than somebody having more points and having more games played. Like, it don't matter. It's longevity. Like, these are two you can't be the best player if you don't have the most skill. Like, to me, Kobe and Bron, they both fall short of being the GOAT in two different ways. Like, for me, Kobe, I feel like he's not physically dominant enough to be that. And he has the whole package, this whole skill package, dribbling, the fundamentals, the footwork, the competitiveness, all of that. He has the full package. I just don't think he was like the prime athlete or has the best winning record, as far as finals goes. And then you got LeBron is the guy, I would say, he doesn't have the footwork and the skills, but he has like the athleticism, he has the IQ, he has the passing, the physical dominance, but he doesn't have the winning record. So it's like that's where you get this 1, 2, and 3 conversation and argument, because these are the 3 most polarizing guys. You know what I mean? Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Michael Jordan. Like, obviously, there's players that you could say is better. Kareem arguably has a better, argument than Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, anybody. Kareem, you could put him there. Wilt Chamberlain, you could put him there. I'm not going to even say Barroso because he's not that skilled of a player. Like, you have to be able to make free throws, have footwork, dribble the ball to be the GOAT. You know what I mean? So, man, to put this video to a conclusion, man, like, what are y'all thoughts, man? Like, I think Kobe's better because he doesn't have any flaws, in my honest opinion, like skill-wise. Like, he does everything on the court exceptional, and everything that I'm saying he doesn't have is the dominant athleticism, that's it. But even then, you could say he's a prime athlete. Just compared to like the cream of the crops, you got Jordan and LeBron. I think he's under them as far as like jumping and physical strength, But will and mental edge, nobody is even close. Like, you could damn near put him ahead of Jordan, just having that debate. But, man, thank y'all so much for watching, man. Like the video, subscribe. Please comment below, man. I want to know how y'all feel. Thank y'all again. I'll see y'all. We out.